So yeah, um, did you like this round before we go any further with the video of
Wait,
the
what?
stream? Did you like this round? The round with
Uh,
Marengo?
I didn't hate it. I'll just say that.
You didn't like it either. I will laugh a little bit here because I didn't realize how much people would
Yeah,
value
you. Yeah,
Andy.
you fucked up. You fucked up, man.
Almost everyone picked Andy except for
You
semi
fucked up.
original guy. Semi original guy was like, I don't read the rules, so I just pick grid because I see grid. And then he realized like day 15 there's no artillery.
Hey, how do you realize day 15 there's no artillery? What
I
the
don't know,
hell?
he wanted to buy artillery and he was like, oh crap, there's no artillery.
I don't know. Grit's kind of good on this map.
Yeah. Grit is good, but if you don't have any artillery, bruh, he turns into tier 5 style. Okay, why did you pick Andy? You will
Oh,
probably give the same reason as the others, but I still want to air you out.
wait, we're recording already?
Yeah?
Oh shit. Whoops. All right. So, Andy. Well, I kind of felt like Andy was like a very safe pick. I was honestly considering like maybe Drake or maybe Lash, but I was like, Andy's very versatile, so I'll just pick Andy. And then the moment I realized there were no artillery, I'm like, wait a second. Andy's cracked in this game. No artillery. Andy tech ups. Oh man, that is yeah. So yeah, you messed up, bro.
Not
you,
really.
sh-
I actually
you should have
should
banned
have.
Andy.
I should have like banned Andy as well. Yeah, you're actually right. I should have banned Andy as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Wardie J picked Andy for the same reason. Tech ups are good and
Everyone
artillery.
picked Andy for that reason.
Artillery is a good answer to tech ups, a cheap answer to tech ups. And if you don't have that, then yeah. So yeah, that's why. Might not be obvious to like the normal average players, but to some of us who have experience, yeah, no artillery for the opponent means that Andy is going to have a great time with tech ups.
Okay, now what do you think of the map in general?
I like this map. I don't really have any complaints for it. It's how do I say this? It's not very, vanilla. Like you got two properties that are like over the rivers that you kind of have to go out of your way. Where do I not have mouse control?
You don't, because I forgot to give it to you. Mouse! Now you do.
Okay. All right, there we go. Nice. 1 second. So yeah, as you can see, there's like no, not two airports. Like the airport and the city are like kind of out of your way across the rivers. And the other thing that kind of interests me is that the bases kind of flow a little more naturally to your HQ when going for your opponent's HQ is definitely a direction to go. A lot of nice contested properties, but yeah, I have good and bad moments with this map.
Like, most of us, I think.
Yes,
So, let's start this off. You are in charge. We go at your speed.
sure thing. All right, nothing too unusual. Wardy's going for the not HQ, the base. Very good moves from Wardy. He's able to start off two captures before me. I was only able to start off one this turn, but I am at least one building ahead of them. So far, so good. Wardy looks like they're going for their airport. Still infantry. Alright, go for the base. Looks like I'm going for my airport. APC.
I like that opening. I always do that when I'm player 1 like you.
Yeah.
By the way, we got Ahmad in the chat saying, Yay, hello, Advanced Warrior.
Hello, Ahmad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
That's cool. That's a very long name. I like it.
A very long what?
Name.
No, that was an introduction.
Oh, okay. That's
I
an
know a little
intro.
bit. I know very little Arabic. Very little.
I'm jealous. Where did you learn it?
Well, I grew up in a Muslim Asian culture,
That's
so
cool.
yeah.
That's cool.
All right, so got my APC. Uh, hmm. Maybe Wardy wanted to fan out more a little bit. I feel like Wardy could have gone for the mountain and then go for this city, and then it's like a nice little three chain.
Yeah.
But at this point, I probably would have something down there. But yeah, just a minor thing. And recon. I'm always afraid of the recons on this map. So as you can see, instead of going for this city, I always try to make sure that I at least get this comm tower.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to struggle too much for it. Also, Andy in an Andy matchup, if you're going up against an Andy, the more damage you have, the better, because you want to kill Andy's units.
Yeah.
All right,
And
all right.
that's interesting because a lot of players try to deny that tower. So when I see people thinking about that and going for the tower like you, I'm like, that's good thinking.
I mean, yeah, it's like I said, I don't want to struggle for the tower.
Yeah.
All right, so first APC chain, put it here for this infantry, and these two. I didn't have to boost it, but I save a little bit of fuel. It also makes it kind of interesting, because in fog you can actually look at the fuel and know that so you can look at the fuel and know where your opponent came from. Like right now, it has 96 fuel. It wouldn't make sense if it just came off the city. Should have been at hold on, wait, 98, 97, 96, 95. So this having 96, uh, this will probably never happen. But it's just a wild example. Say a recon only sees this infantry. Seeing this infantry at 96 fuel, and I can't see the APC behind it. That probably tells me that an APC boosted this infantry because it should have been refueled to 99 at the start of the city. Something I'm trying to learn when I play Fog. Alright, so just infantry going for my other back city. Wardie is going to get this city. Good for them. Good for him. And yeah, just interesting.
I guess you want to stay on the road.
Perhaps maybe they want to cover my weak side, which is a good play for Wardie. Oh, all right, get the comm tower, the back city, these two cities in a row. Unfortunately, I don't have any follow-up infantry for this APC. I do have I do put the infantry in the forest just to make sure a recon doesn't come shoot my infantry. And I build a tank on the back because I want my infantry a bit more forward, especially when I have an APC out there. Where DJ's moving out, still hasn't seen anything. Knows I haven't gone for much on the top side there. Transport copter from Wardy, huh?
I like
and
that.
the tank.
I like that. I do that a lot. Now in recent days, I'm really torn apart. Either I go APC or transport copter, because I used to go both. But here's the thing: I asked that to top players, and they're like, "Yeah, early in the game, only choose one of the two. Like you can have both later in the game, but early in the game, only choose APC or transport. In this map, at least." But yeah, I used to have both. So when I see someone opening up with a transport copter like that, quite early in the game, I like that. It relates to me. It's my playstyle.
Yeah, going for both is gonna hurt your tempo because you sunk like 10,000 into two transport units.
Yeah.
When you can maybe go tank, and I don't think anyone will be mech spamming here.
I've seen mech spam. That's funny because one time I was doing a semi-mirror in this map for
I thought Sammy was banned.
not in the tournament, like off
I
tournament.
thought. Oh, off tournament. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
And that was funny because we had one of the two player. My opponent was actually mech spamming, and I was like, "Bruh, really?" He had like 5 transport in the map, and like a swarm of mechs, but I saw one. But I mean, it's like, bruh, come on,
Yeah.
do more effort, please. It's a tactical game. It's not like, yeah, I push this and that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I feel like I could have done better with this APC. Had I put it here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boost on this mountain, get the city, then this infantry can move up, and then I can send it back there. Yeah, that's a minor. This APC could have done a lot better, but you know, I don't APC boost every game.
Yeah.
Recon still doesn't have any information, which can or cannot tell wardie a couple things. Wardie opting to go for the city in the center instead of the comm tower. I can respect that because I don't really have anything for that comm tower. Although, if I do try to interrupt it next turn, the tank would already be in range, and wardie's already got a tank chain going on. So, yeah, I really like seeing this from wardie. Yeah, I could have done better with this APC. Alright, so I'm just like, alright, I'm just gonna scout out the city here, and then hopefully I'll get this one, and this one. Although I feel like these three are like kind of the hardest for me to get. This one's probably the easiest. Have this infantry go for the city, this more infantry just moving out. And I built a recon up here. I was like, you know what? I'm kind of blind. I need some vision before I start getting those properties. 3 tank chain on the bottom. I am comfortable with how I am so far. Alright, wardie goes for the comm tower. And when I saw the recon here, I was like, shit. I did not see that coming. All my tanks are down here. I was intending to make this my strong side.
That's funny because this round here inspired me for a future round. We will be making that on the next tournament probably, but that will be a great thing.
How about we just do a fog game with no recons or missiles? Let's do hidden edge too, considering how good the mountains are, or how much you complain about the mountains. Okay, so I'm just like, all right, I'm in trouble. I have nothing for that recon, but then I was like, I wonder if I can bait wardie to go into this forest. So I'm like, okay, let's move all the guys out the way, make sure wardie sees nothing else. And I'm just gonna hide with the infantry. The only thing wardie can see is this infantry, and they can only attack. He can only attack from the forest tile here, which is blocked by 2 impassable terrain. So I'm just like, I hope wardie takes his bait. And I just come in here and it's like, yeah, I'm a bit far out.
Okay, we got a very interesting question in the chat right now. Is Neotank good at this map? We will start off with your response.
Neotanks, I believe Neotanks are always good. But the only problem is their offensive is that they're very expensive, and they also, you know, kind of stuck against artillery. But yeah, if you're going for a more offensive push, I would say Neotanks definitely. Tech ups are nice because of you know, the mobility of a Neotank is really nice. If you're wondering if you're trying to go for either medium tank or Neotank, I wouldn't opt for a. Did I say mega tank or medium tank? Neotank versus medium tank. If you're trying to figure out which one of either you're trying to go for, I would say if you're trying to go more on the offensive, then I would say definitely try to get a Neotank out there. If you're more on the defensive, get a medium tank because of their mobility. Also, and yeah, like I said, also be careful with Neotanks when around copters and artillery. But yeah, fantastic offensive units, just very expensive.
So my answer is Neotank are always good.
They're always good, especially if you're Andy. Andy's gonna have a field day with teched up units.
I also think Neotank are better than bombers, but that's just me speaking right now because.
Oh no, that's very situational. If they got a whole bunch of anti-air, then yeah, get the bombers. If they got a whole bunch of tanks, whole bunch of anti-air, get the Neotank. Whole bunch of tanks, get the bomber.
Yeah, I feel like the bomber has just too many counters, and most of the counters are cheaper. And when you go to Nia tank, like indirect are somewhat of a counter, but here's the thing: if the Nia tank
You
sees
gotta get them there.
that indirect is done. Cannot do anything
Uh,
about it.
that depends. You see, I play both standard and fog, so yeah. There's a situation where for each standard and fog for neo tanks. All right, so I'm just boosting my units again, trying to get this city in the corner here. And I just have the tank up close enough just to cover my furthest units. Maybe not this one, sadly. But I didn't think I'd face any opposition down there. And I'm just like kind of moving up. Just like, this comm tower is kind of exposed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, thank goodness I didn't reveal that infantry. And I built a copter. I was like, yeah, I need something fast to get to that top side. And plus, Andy likes his copters. Alright, so Wardie's capturing cities, moving up, transporting units. Alright, got that comm tower. And Wardie gets the lucky roll.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
I roll.
Aha! Wardie took the bait.
Okay. I will say this.
What?
This is a 700 play right now. It's overextending. It's too close from the base, and pretty much anything can kill that recon. I think at that point, Wardie was like, I will be greedy, I will try to stump his capture game as much as I can, and taking this way can really bite you back in the butt, like, very often. So I don't think that was a good play. I don't think it was good.
Maybe I would be okay with this if it weren't for two impassable terrain already covering two sides of it.
That recon is trapped. That recon is done.
Yeah, unit trapping is very dangerous. Don't let this happen to you guys. Alright, and... Ooh, mistake from Morty. Wait, actually, no, I take that back.
Really, it's the forest.
No, I take it back. I take it back. If I have anything, I can only attack from this side. That tank is covering that recon. It doesn't have to overlap. It just has to cover the spots where the recon can be attacked. So now we got 4 tanks and a copter from Morty J. And I'm just like, all right, I am going to trap this. I am going to do recon on recon violence and trap this recon with my recon. All right, I capture the city, just to be a threat, and I'm just like, yeah. So it's at 5 HP. If he leaves this alone, I will be able to capture it. 3 HP infantry is able to scout out the middle area, which is nice. I'm starting to capture my own properties. I see that Wardie J doesn't have anything up here yet, so I just move my tank up. And I'm just like, yeah, this recon's just gonna get stuck anyway. So if you kill this, the tank can just come up there. This tank also covers some of my infantry up there, and I'm just going to cover my comm tower, and eventually I'm going to trap this recon with my recon, go for that city, and
we got a very interesting chat from Ahmad again. He asked what days we should build Neotank during the late game. I will let you start on that.
I would say you that's a good question. You don't want to build them too early, obviously. There's no single rule of thumb to do when you tech up, but oh man, if you have enough tanks, or you have like artillery, which artillery is like the good counter to like a lot of teched up units, then I can't really think of any reason to tech up. I mean, it's definitely a tempo cost, because here's the thing: you're gonna need like 2,300 income in a light base map, which Master Kanbei doesn't play. Yeah. 24,000 income. You can buy so many other things with 24,000.
Yeah.
So if you buy a Neo tank, then all you have are infantry. Because here's an interesting thing. If you say you have 2 enemy tanks and you have 2 of your own tanks, 2 tanks can first strike both of those tanks. But 1 Neo tank can only obliterate or probably even kill 1 tank, and the other tank can get away with full HP. So that's the risk with teching up. I would say that if you're making a push and you have a very good sizable army, then yeah, go for the Neo tank. Don't base skip for it though.
Yeah, don't play like Advanced Warrior.
I still win though.
Yeah, because you're good. But yeah, my answer to this is, even if I like Neotang a lot, I'd rather have lots of tanks and battle capture and indirect. I'd rather have a more diverse army than just splashing Neotank here and there. But sometimes I do like Neotank. Now, the few cases where I would be like Neotank is when I see medium tanks and I have the money for the Neotank to afford it. I will go Neotank as a response to a medium tank. Now, another case is I know he has a lot of tanks, he out-tanks me, and if I keep pushing my tanks and copters, I will not win. Well, I move on to Neotanks. So, there's no really specific turn. It all depends on the state of the game. And to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of take up unit at all, because I realized they are really easy to shut down. Now, even if I say that, I still use them sometimes in some maps, in some cases. Take up unit are good, they are really strong, but I'm not the biggest fan of them because I've seen their downfall fast in many games. So, all depends on how you play and the state of the game. Take up are good, but they are not needed. You can still win someone with tanks and direct and copter if you are smart about what you are doing. Because here's the thing, your tanks and copters, they have vision, they have number, they can strike several places, and they see what they are attacking. The take up unit like medium tank, Neo tank, they don't see crap by themselves, so if you take up too fast and too early, they will be blind and they won't get value. I think that summarizes my thoughts.
You shouldn't solely rely on a Neo tank or a teched up unit.
Yeah,
Make sure your teched up unit's supported with the rest of your army.
Yeah, the take up unit are like when the money is there and when your opponent clearly has moved on to take up unit and you feel like you cannot compete anymore with these take up units, then maybe it's time for you to take up as well. But never rush into taking up, because I've won many games where people were splashing medium tank and Neo tank, and I didn't make any Neo tank or medium tank. I was cutting vision, so these units were not able to take good hits. So, like, even if you're the first one to take up, that doesn't mean you won.
Yep.
I think that summarizes taking up.
Okay.
I think we can move on now.
All right. So yeah, my plan: recon, attack the recon, and trap that recon.
Now that trap is quite easy to counter. Why didn't you send your recon there?
I said I was going to send my recon there. I misclicked and I got so mad. Oh, I got so mad. Don't play with your phone, guys. Don't play with your phone. Oh yeah, also Ahmed, don't rely on specific days for tech ups. I would say the only time you should rely on anything for a day is like probably anti-airs. Like day 7, 8, or 9. You should have an anti-air.
I think at that point both of you should have at least one anti-air at that point, because that's
yes.
Marengo, and Marengo air unit are really strong because there's a lot of mountain and a lot of forest, and the map is quite big. There's also river there, so I think at that point you should have at least one anti-air, and that's weird. I don't see any right now.
Well, I have my copter. So yeah, I'm just like, well, crap, I messed up. All right, let's just show my hand. Yeah, if I have like this tank that could go for this recon, and the battlecopter could protect any of the other units. Assuming this recon dies, which at 8 HP, a tank and an infantry probably should be able to kill it. It's gotten some chip damage, so... Alright, so yeah, just kind of keeping my tanks hidden. These two are covering each other. As for the rest of the infantry up here, this tank is fairly safe. just covering the other units. Oh, there we go. There's that anti-air. And I have another recon because I'm very blind down here. I'm like, huh. I'm seeing a lot of infantry down here. This is starting to look like Wardie's strong side.
Yeah.
Alright, so that recon dies. I still have vision of it though.
So
And-
I'd like to think the 8 live viewers, guys and girls, are great. I think 8 live viewers in a live stream is the highest I've got so far, I think. It used to be 7, but now it's 8. Good job, everyone.
Always misclick. Ahmed, be quiet. Okay, alright, so, Wardie is kicking my butt down there. I'm just like, yeah, this is 100% Wardie's strong side. But I didn't see any tanks yet, which was kind of scary. Oh yeah, now I see the tanks. They're all moving down the middle. I'm just like, yep, there come the tanks. I don't see how many he has, but they've all shifted towards the center. And I'm like, all right, so copter not needed to cover these. And I just start capturing the cities. I'm currently 2 income ahead. And I'm going to get this city very likely. Wardie doesn't have any units to attack unless he forfeits this capture, which I doubt they would want to do. Oh, finally, my recon kills that. And okay, so on the mountain, I'm like, all right, I see the units. This also is in range of my copter. I'm proud of that. So yeah, I get the first strike on the tank from the city, injure the infantry, and just like, make up a little wall. This tank covers this tank. Anti-air. Oh my, well, except for this infantry, but man, my unit overlaps are on point. I'm so proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself. I mean, let's also consider Wardie would probably never attack the infantry with a copter. Wardie would probably want to go for the tank, so
Yeah.
this still does its job. I mean, if it doesn't do its job, then Wardie's just making a not very cost efficient move, and copter spam, keep them coming.
Well, it's not copter spam yet.
It's not a copter spam yet.
But
Yeah, it's not a cop. Yeah, I realized I didn't get that. Didn't go for this. Probably saw the recon. But yeah, the APC.
When you reach like 10 copters, we can tell that's copter spam.
Yeah. Also, Wardie got trapped by my APC. So the APC isn't ferrying infantry anymore, but it definitely protected my infantry from going for that. And this is a little scary. I admit, this is actually terrifying here. I'm like, oh shoot, Wardie's strong side is toward his my HQ is in front of his strong side. I was just like, okay, this is looking scary.
By the way, this is
the
Andy we are
Neotang.
talking about. Okay, Ahmad, now you got an answer from Wardie. Wardie got his Neotang Day 11. Now, my personal opinion, it's too early. What do you think about that, Advanced Warrior? Is it too early?
A bit. Considering that he didn't really see much, and although he is down a tank, sort of, he's got half a tank. I still got a pretty healthy tank. I feel like this doesn't warrant a Neo tank. I probably in some situations I'd probably have artillery, but there's no artillery on this map, on this game.
Yeah, Fluffy.
So that's
no artillery because it was banned.
Yeah, artillery were banned in this game, Fluffy. Artillery were banned.
But I guess
that's why Great was open.
I guess because there's no artillery in this specific game, I guess early Neotang are a bit better, but even there, I still think it's too early because lack of intel and lack of diversity. Right now, do you see any anti-air on his side? I don't see any.
No, just a copter.
So right now, you will just dominate the air ground, and even if battlecopter are not the best weapon against Neotang, they can still damage them and slow them down and trap them and do like crazy stuff. So,
Ahmad said that Wardie knew I misclicked, so that's why they built the Neo tank. That's funny. But I still feel like Wardie has a very healthy number of tanks. It's just that I feel like Wardie probably would build artillery here. I believe Wardie's a good player.
Yeah,
What
like,
one are?
and if you take a look, he has no recon yet as well, so he
Well,
really
he had
lacks
a recon.
vision. Yeah,
He
if it
had
dies,
a recon.
yeah, that's
Had
past
yes.
tense, first of all, and second, if it dies, you need a new one. Recon are, at that point in the game, because there's a lot of engagement, I think recon are essential at that point in the game. Because right now we are in the mid game, and in the mid game to late game, recon are amazing.
Yep. But yeah, he's got 2 healthy infantry on my HQ. I at least have something to put on the HQ though. So I get the bit. It's like blah. English is hard. So I get the vision, and I try to save the city. Oh, the city I captured. Yeah, I lost that one. And the recon is able to sit on the HQ, so no captures happen. And I know I'm able to get this. Wardie shouldn't have the vision to see the infantry capturing up here. So I have 2 of them down here, and I'm about to get this one. This one's very ambitious.
Not that much
Call,
because he's blind. He doesn't see crap right now.
yeah. All
That's
right, so
why
tank.
we need recons. That's why recons are important.
Yep. All right, so I'm like moving all my tanks down here. Fighting's gonna happen in front of my HQ. They're all consolidating together. And I should have gotten vision first. Actually, no, I'm still in a decent position. I see this, I was like, oh, okay. So I see a lot of tanks down here. I could tell there's a lot of tanks. And I see the copter, and I'm just like, all right, anti-air. Glad I got that. Keep that hidden. I was afraid Wardy would take a transport copter and put it on a mountain. I was afraid that would happen. So I wanted to try to, keep it as secret as I could. And I built a medium tank. Like I said, well, I don't have the funds for a Neo tank, but like I said, I'm kind of on the defensive. My HQ is actually at least closer to my base. So you saw I was building infantry on the front and I had the tanks in the back because the tanks have more mobility. But because the medium tanks have like a lot less mobility or a lot less desired mobility, and I'm kind of on the defensive here. That's why I teched up for a medium tank because I felt like I saw so many tanks with the vision that I was granted.
So let's hope this turn Wardie makes a recon and an anti-air because you need both of these units. Because right now, as I said earlier, is army diversity is really bad. You need more diverse troop to see stuff.
Yep. But to be fair, these tanks were terrifying.
Yeah, these are good units. Like tanks are no joke, but they still need help from anti-air. They still need help for recon because they need to know where are the enemy tanks. They need to protect themselves from copters. So that's why you need diversity in your army.
My vision is dead. He can get more vision, but he's gonna have to sacrifice the capture, which, to be fair, is at 13. Oh wow, I already didn't have the vision. Just got the vision and it's like capturing a city right in front of him. Okay, so instead of getting the vision, Wardy moves back. Minor mistake from him. But unless there's not a lot that Wardy needs to see, maybe Wardy already sees everything.
Maybe he wants
Just cover
to
that back.
Maybe he wants to shoot your APC with the copter from the mountain.
Not my APC.
Because if he shoots from the river, it's one step closer from your base. And if he shoots from the mountain, it will be a bit more complicated for you to like counterattack with the anti-air.
Minor mistake from Wardy. Could have dropped down the missile silo, 3 terrain stars, and still has vision on the city.
Yeah, that's
it's not. It's not hiding from the recon regardless. So yeah. All right, so the infantry are all just moving forward.
Maybe
some of them are moving.
Maybe he got trapped. Actually, maybe he thought that was cleared and he just went there.
No. He wouldn't have been. He wouldn't have been able to reach it. He just finished capturing the city.
You're actually right.
So yeah. Oh my god. my APC is trapped. All right, kills off the tank. That was a bit sad.
Yeah, I don't see this. I think it's a bit overextension because he doesn't see crap. I know most of his army is there, and it will be hard for you to counterattack, but he still enters your territory without seeing anything. He doesn't have a recon, so he doesn't know how many tanks are there. And he doesn't know how many copters you have. So right
Yeah,
now, I think it's a major mistake to just throw everything you have in a dead ball near the HQ because you don't see the enemy forces. He probably thinks you don't have any anti-air. He probably thinks you may have like maybe one medium tank and two tanks, but you have like three tanks, two copter, one medium tank, one anti-air. You got a lot of things, and because you have that Raygon sitting on your HQ, you're able to see most of his people. So right now you have the upper end because this is near your HQ, and you see what's going on.
yeah. Admittedly, Wardie is hella blind. I will admit. So I capture 3 cities. Now I'm even on income. Oh wait, do I do a cheeky thing? All right. So first off, yeah, like I said, huge mistake. Exposed on a bridge, not surviving.
To be
And I just have
honest,
this.
I think I would have delayed my cap by one turn to make sure that infantry dies. Because
No, this infantry is trapped. It can't go
yeah, but
anywhere.
if I kill it right now, I can move on to other stuff. Because right now, maybe he can push his power and have a 4 HP infantry, and it will be more annoying to kill than an infantry that just vanished. You know.
In very extreme situations, someone would pop their power, but I really don't think
Well,
Wardie would. I don't think Wardie would want to use the hyper repair to repair a few things and get this on 4 HP. Even if this thing was on 4 HP, I still don't find it as a threat. Really,
if
I have.
if he really wants to HQ cap you the way he is trying to do right now, the power is better because you get it faster. So
Maybe,
based
but
on his
5 HP
strat
is
right now, that's hyper repair the best choice. But here again, maybe we'll save it, but that's a mistake to
Maybe.
save for the super because he's really aggressive and he really wants that HQ cap. So
Yeah.
based on that strat, I do think hyper repair is better, even if it's cheaper and less impressive. It's better in his case there.
Although I know 100% this infantry is dying.
Yeah.
All right, so I kind of have like my little skeleton crew up here. I've been trying to figure out like what makes a good skeleton crew, and I'm like, yeah, all these infantry, maybe a bit too much, but so long as you have something covering properties, then yeah, that's good enough. So yeah, anti-air, boom, kills off that copter. Medium tanks moving up slowly. Oh my god, I do it. I do it. River and a mountain. APC right there. Move in. Boom.
Now you see everything except for the Nia tank.
This was the best. This was the best APC I've ever gotten. I am so happy for this APC.
Yeah. It's really good. And right now you see exactly what comes next, except for the Nia tank. But you already have a medium tank nearby, so if you're lucky enough to get a first strike on that Nia tank, man, even if it's Andy, you will get good value.
All right, so just get rid of that. Oh man,
Okay, I think there you did a minor mistake. You stressed out a little bit too much about your HQ. I think I would have gone really aggressive on this tank. I would have killed that infantry. You had that copter there. Oh no, it doesn't reach. Okay.
Yeah, I can't kill that infantry on top of this tank.
Oh,
that's
really?
that's my yes, I can't.
Right.
Yeah, looks like a minor mistake, but I knew my situation. I can't kill this thing. I already used my anti-air to kill the copter anyways. But yeah, so I'm just like, yeah, that tank's probably just gonna get away with that. So yeah, copter's still out of vision, kind of protected. I build another copter, get the first strike on that infantry. Did I join cap? Why did I join cap? Or maybe,
join.
huh?
That's
I mean, joined, yeah.
That's a 700 play right now.
Are you? Oh, really? I have 89,000. Look at me. Are you listening?
Oh yeah.
89,000. How much is a tank? How much is a tank and 2 infantry?
7. Yeah, maybe you wanted a. Yeah. Okay, I see. No, it was calculated. I see. No base skip. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
you're saying, all right, though. So I still got the vision that I wanted. Ooh,
that infantry just
Wardie,
asked to die, bro. That
Wardie.
infantry I want to die, man. I will scout the city to see what's up.
wardie. This is gonna repair to 8
I,
HP.
I think at that point, Wardie threw the game. He thought he lost.
I think wardie. I'll keep quiet until the end of the game.
I think
I'll keep quiet
Wardie
until the
threw
end.
the game there because
I'll keep quiet till the end of the game.
these
All
two
right.
moves there are not really good. Like the mountain shot, the capture building there, that's not really good.
I did hear they were what misclick? I don't think there was a misclick, Ahmed. But yeah, I think wardie was very tilted by the loss of the free recon. My APC. Oh man, he's going for these. He should at least send one over here.
Yeah, the CD. At
I can
end,
see it though. So, but yeah, wardie should have definitely gone for that. Unless they're like going die hard HQ capture.
The city at the end is easier to capture in this map because it's further away.
Yeah, but it feels like wardie's hilt to die on is the he base skipped. Wardie's hilt to die on is the HQ capture. So he doesn't want to prioritize so much for the other cities. All right, so let's see here. Another unit being trapped. Deny the vision. Start capturing the city. Wardie could use the super to interrupt the capture, but let's see what they do. This infantry down here, yeah, it's not surviving. Oh, I got lucky too. That infantry is dead. Medium tank comes in just in the nick of time. And now I'm moving in with my copters. I'm like, I don't see any anti-air. I don't see any other copters. Let's freaking go. I probably could have. I probably could have done a lot better, I admit, with this attack phase. Or, yeah, I could only kill one of them. Obviously, with Andy, you want to kill units. APC still trying to be a blocker, still trying to be a champ. I'm proud of this APC. More units coming in. Do I copter spam again? I get some vision. No, I built an anti-air because I already lost one. And yeah, I do copter spam. All right. So here comes the turn of the supers.
Now let's take a look. It's 32 against 25. So you got the unit count. Now let's take a look to the vision and intel. Andy Wardie J is blind on the top part. He doesn't know what's going on there. He sees the bottom part, and this is what he wants to do. He wants to HQ cap you. So at some extent, his vision is kind of fine if he is really driven by that HQ cap.
There's a mountain here, so it like helps out a lot.
Yeah, but the fact that he is blind in the top part means he gave up on that top part, and it's kind of bad. Now
I already knew Wardie gave up on the top part.
I will say something else here right now. eBay skipped. It's bad because at that point, it's not the take-up unit you need. It's the intel and the vision. So that Neotank is pointless. Look, I like Neotank. I already said it before. I use lots of Neotank myself. But I do think you need a diverse unit composition. And when you make a second Neotank, you need to know what you're doing and where it goes. If it's just for the sake of having a second very expensive unit, it's not a good reason. If it's just, oh, I want the firepower, it's not a good reason. You need to see what's going on. And so far, I have not seen a single anti-air from Wardie J. And I think this is the worst thing he did this game so far. No anti-air. It's really bad because right now, we got the air supremacy, advanced warrior. Why? Anti-air. And just because of that, I feel like that Neotank is really bad. That second Neotank is really bad. I don't see any reason. Do you hear me?
So, yeah, I hear you.
I don't see any reason why we would go double Neotank in that specific situation there, outside of I give up and I know I lost. That's the only thing I see within that second Neotank. But yeah, let's move on. Is there anything else you would like to add about that second Neotank?
I would say if you see two copters at this point, you have no anti-air. Yeah, definitely invest in an anti-air. One copter isn't going to help out against that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But still, I saw this and I was just like, that's scary.
Well,
I was legit terrified of it.
you got a medium tank and 2 battlecopters, so your counterattack will be really strong. And
I was still terrified.
he already used his super, so even if that Neo
That's
tank survive,
unfortunate.
it's fine for you.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, this is sad.
Oh man. Wardy's trying to go for an HQ cap, then they shouldn't be hurling their infantry out like that. He should be going for captures. Oh yeah, that's not stopping it.
No. And I think
That's
that
not.
infantry will die because of that super buff you will get. Your
I'll get the property too. That's the thing.
your
And this
infantry
is
will
going to heal up too.
yeah, your infantry will be semi-infantry for a turn.
Yeah. Although I will admit, Wardy does have a lot of infantry in front of my
Here again,
HQ.
no anti-air. I think this is wardie G biggest mistake. No anti-air.
This is his hill to die on, and I can kind of respect it. So I pop my hyper upgrade, and I'm able to get this city. Thankfully, that puts me in the lead, I believe. Nope, I just want to get the vision first. So I want to get rid of this infantry, make up the opening for my medium tank. Boom. There's defense on that thing, so yeah, it survives, sadly. And oh, dude. Dude. Dude.
Yeah, I see it. I see
I
it.
mean, considering what I've been dealing with down here, I kind of thought I could maybe return the favor.
And the difference is you know where all of his troops are, because you see lots of value down there. And for many turns, he has done nothing in the top part of the map. So you basically gave up on the top part of the map. So you know you won't have any issue capturing that HQ there.
A bit sad that I couldn't kill these, but this is the super turn, so Wardy won't be getting that for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah, let's just have this infantry up here, just try to help out with this top side. And I build a battlecopter tank infantry. I'm just like, yeah, I just need units to fight these now. So battlecopter comes in. Yikes. First strike there. Lost my vision there. I saw the second Neo tank, and I'm just like, if I don't get this HQ, I might be in a little bit of trouble.
Not really, because he has no anti-air.
I said a little bit of trouble. I didn't say I'm completely
that
screwed.
goes back to what I said earlier about diversity. Right now, what hurts the most Wardie is the lack of diversity in his army. There's no way he can compete with yours, because you have everything you can have right now. I guess
Yay.
these trash men, they gave me cancer.
You'll
Oh
survive.
my. Okay. Let's do this.
Okay, so where were we? Yeah, Wardy's I believe it's the start of Wardy's turn. And I have a lot of threats up there. So yeah, oh yeah, no, we already saw this. Wardy gets a lot of good hits in, denies my vision. Even though I still have decent amount. See the second Neo tank, I was just like, okay, that is I want to run away from that. Didn't get the opportunity to heal because the tank was on the city. The Neo tank was in the way of the tank. So Wardy prioritized the attack over the Yeah, wardie prioritized the attack over the repair.
And I think the other reason would be like that new thing. If it goes on the city, it's easier for you to like chase it and kill it.
Oh yeah, I have vision of it on this city here. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right, so wardie's got 3 infantry around the HQ. Anti-air finally comes out.
yeah. It's a bit late,
Kill
but better late than never, as we say.
doesn't kill the infantry down here, so that was kind of nice to see. So I was like, all right, let's do this. Recon moves up, sees all the intel I need. The only thing that can defend the HQ now. So I said, yeah, I'll go for the capture. I'll damage this, and I'll drop the capture just to be a blocker.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna kill this just to make sure. And if he does get a hit, I have to join. I have a join cap. Kill that vision. Get a little bit of vision myself. Kill off that infantry. Ooh, sadly this one lives. Protect my comm tower. Get the vision. Kill the 4 HP infantry. Use a copter kill at 1 HP. Battlecopter moves up. I kill that. I repair the medium tank, take a shot on the transport. I kill that. Nope, I don't kill that. I can't interrupt this capture. It's at 7. Well, I could have, but, I had my other priorities. Yeah, I just got like 4 copters. Might be 5 copters. Nope. I built my own neo tank. I just like, yeah, he's got 2.
Here's
Yeah,
the thing, you got vision. You know what you're doing with it.
Yep. All right, so let's see. How does wardie save the game? Attacks the infantry, doesn't go for the capture. Could have captured it, but yeah, moving in with a lot of units. Yeah, this is 100%. Starting to look like a GG for wardie. And I love it. I absolutely love it, wardie.
Okay.
Wardie gets my respect for the double missiles. Wardie gets my
mine as
absolute
well.
respect.
Money, 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 money. He built the 3 worst unit in the game.
All right, so that was my losers round 1 game versus wardie J. I think wardie J didn't play too terribly. Let's also consider that we're also playing a very different game because there are no artillery. Something tells me wardie J loves his artillery, so therefore they won't have to be forced to build neo tanks.
Yeah.
I should have a normal game with wardie J and see how that goes.
Yeah.
Clearly, wardie J 100% had a plan. They had the tanks up here, and then they made the shift down towards my HQ. The recon was very aggressive though, because like I said, considering that there are 2 impassable terrain for that recon, I'm only aware of this because I was punished by something very, very similar. I had a tank like next to a C tile, and there were like other units that were around to trap it. So I've learned that mistake, and I try to avoid it. wardie, I can understand if they've never had their units trapped before, then I would see why they would opt for that kind of move. Also, it looked very safe because of the tank. It did look very, very safe if I did try to punish it with anything else. But yeah, that's all I can think of. The recon was very aggressive. The lack of anti-air was what I think was the biggest problem for wardie.
Yeah.
Definitely should have invested in those. I was like, wardie probably has 1. I'm trying. Let me go back. I was like, wardie probably has 1 anti-air. I'm gonna move in with 2 copters because he can only deal with 1. But then there are no anti-air, and I'm just like,
Hunting season.
it's hunting season. Yeah, basically.
Like, what
Yeah.
I think was the worst in wardie's side was the lack of anti-air. I think that really cost him the game. And the other thing that may have damaged him is the fact that he invested so much unit very early in the game in that dead ball for the HQ without having that much vision. He didn't know how many unit you had around, so that wasn't a great idea.
Yeah. Bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah, after losing 1 recon, another recon was definitely needed, and anti-air were also definitely needed as well. But wardie stuck with good Advanced Wars fundamentals. He picked a side and he made it his strong side. And like I said, it did put me on my toes because his strong side was towards my HQ. My strong side was away from his HQ. It's just that I had this MVP recon. I'm going to call this recon. Well, the APC was definitely an MVP, but the recon, I also think the recon did a lot because he only had infantry. He only had a skeleton crew up on this top side. And the only thing that I had up here were like, obviously, I had my own skeleton crew ish. And I had a recon here that was able to like secure these captures and then just, start going for the HQ because nothing can contest this recon.
Yeah. Any
But
closing thoughts on this round and game?
like I said, I believe wardie is a really good player. It's just that the lack of artillery definitely changed the game. I do believe wardie wouldn't normally play like this, but playing like this and not having artillery really tells me that wardie definitely has a high not like top skill level, but like a very high skill level in Advanced Wars. So obviously, I gotta commend him for that. Especially starting the game like much later than me and like being sort of at my level. It's just that anti-airs are missing. Doesn't mean that your entire army crumbles. The other units are still good, like recons and anti-air.
Yeah. So I think now we can move on to your second game.
My second losers game. Yep.